Okay, hey everyone, Skye from the Jyminaurus channel, and welcome back to Avorion. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really want to record anything right now. Well, specifically this game. I have another game I want to play right now, but I told myself I would do at least one video of this series a day. At first I actually promised 2 videos a day, so I can get the 4 videos that I want to get done. Whoa, what the heck? Okay, anyways, like I was saying, whoa. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so like I was saying, I don't really want to record today. This game specifically. There's a different game I want to record right now. But I told myself I would do at least one video of this game for a while. So I still need to do that. Doesn't work if too small. Oh, that's great. Okay, how do I select and get rid of a thing? Select blocks. Okay, I will remove, delete, delete, delete. Crew quarters. Okay, so since I need you to be a certain size, I guess... put you back there and make my ship ugly as hell. Cool. I love that. That's awesome. How about another thruster? There, that can be like the bridge. Okay, okay, cool. So now I want to look around and, what are you? Oil refinery. Press F to interact. Bulletin board? Oil? How do I get oil? Well, I don't know how to get that, so I can't really help you with that, now can I? Okay, there's a lot more things over here in this direction. You're a thing, too. Whoops. That's the old thing. Now interact with you. I love how everything's just like an automated interaction system. I'm not actually talking to anyone. This is all just robotics or something. Glass? I don't know how to get glass. You're asking for things I don't have or know how to get. Okay, well, how is my, supplies? Ship menu. Okay, I have no titanium, and I have, almost 5,000 iron. So, I should probably mine some more, and then sell it, so I can have money. Because money is a nice thing that I like having. Yeah, I'm actually pre-recording Crash Bandicoot videos for when Spyro Reignited comes out. So, Spyro Reignited comes out in on the 21st of September. I don't know when this video's going up, but... oh, music. I like that. Anyway, but yeah. So I've basically not been able to stop thinking about Spyro Reignited coming out in September ever since, like, E3, when it was announced. Was it announced at E3? I can't remember. Whenever it was announced, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So my mind has been, like, completely obsessed anticipating the release of this game. Because the first 3 Spyro games were basically my entire childhood. They were, like, the biggest thing from my childhood. That, and I guess you could also say Pokemon, but it wasn't really like the games or anything that was a particularly big thing about my childhood. It was, or not even the anime either. It was just the entire Pokemon franchise as a whole. Just, I liked the Pokemon, I liked collecting the cards. When I was really little, my mom, she drew the Pokemon, and so as like a thing to encourage me to read, what she would do is help me collect Pokemon in a way by drawing them, and then I would have like this wall of drawings of Pokemon that she did. And I really like that. And I kind of want to start doing something like that again on my own, but my own drawings this time. And draw all the Pokemon. I probably couldn't fit all of them on my wall, because that would be a lot of space. I mean, there's like 700 Pokemon or something if you count the newer things, which I don't. But yeah, so I've just been really anticipating Spyro Reignited coming out. I like pretty much anything Spyro related, but the first 3 games in particular were my favorites. 4th place, I would probably have to say, I'm not really sure actually what order they would go in. The top 3 I know are actually in backwards chronological order. Year of the Dragon, Ripto's Rage, and then Spyro the Dragon. But after that, 4th place, I think it's kind of a tie actually between The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, and A Hero's Tale. Now, apparently from what I've seen lately, people talking about if they should also remaster Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. A lot of people seem to think that, from what I've read at least, that A Hero's Tale was a bad game, which I completely agree on that with Enter the Dragonfly, but I don't really see how A Hero's Tale was bad. I mean, it's nowhere near as great as the first 3 games, I will readily admit, but I still like it. A Hero's Tale wasn't made by the same developers as the first 3 games. The first 3 games were made by Insomniac. I can't remember off the top of my head who created A Hero's Tale. I think it was the same people who made Enter the Dragonfly. But yeah, Enter the Dragonfly was not good. It was rushed way too quickly. They didn't take as much care as they should have with Enter the Dragonfly, so the game was poorly made. It felt way too different from the first 3 games, and it was glitchy galore, and the animation was not exactly the best to look at. So, yeah, Enter the Dragonfly, not a good game. A Hero's Tale, though, I liked it. It was a good game. I liked it. I didn't really ever think of it as, well, I can't really say this when I was a kid, because I didn't really think about it when I was a kid. But ever since this kind of stuff was on my mind, I never really thought of A Hero's Tale as a canon continuation, at least not totally. Because Enter the Dragonfly, I did not consider canon. Because it was really bad. No one, even myself, liked it, pretty much. So, something that came after Enter the Dragonfly, because I don't consider Enter the Dragonfly to be canon, I can't really consider something that comes after it to be canon, if you get what I'm saying. So, it just doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, so people have been talking about having Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale remastered. Now, I would like to have A Hero's Tale remastered because I liked that game. I just don't think it would work. I mean, Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale felt completely different from the first 3 games, and even though I liked A Hero's Tale, I just don't see it working as a continuation of Reignited. So, basically what, from the videos I've seen, I really like this idea where, so there's a lot of talk going on right now about having a brand new Crash Bandicoot game because of the success of Insane Trilogy. And so this would be a completely brand new, original Crash Bandicoot 4, continuing off of the Insane Trilogy. Now, from what Canadian Guy A here says, basically whatever happens to Crash Bandicoot usually tends to happen with Spyro and vice versa. It's like an unspoken rule or something. So, if that's true, then that means after Reignited comes out, we can expect DLC that adds brand new content, because Insane Trilogy has DLC that adds 2 new levels. You have Stormy Ascent and you have Future Tense, which means we'll likely have brand new, never-before-seen levels in Spyro Reignited. When exactly we'll get those, I can't say. I don't know. But Canadian Guy A here had a really interesting idea. A lot of fans seem to want to have Cinder as a playable character in uh, Spyro Reignited, but because, you know, Coco is a playable character in Crash Insane Trilogy. Now, I don't really see that working, though, because the thing with Coco is she was in the original 3 Crash games, and there's actually a pretty good explanation as to how you could end up playing as her in the remastered. In Crash Bandicoot 3, I know there's time travel stuff. So basically, she just time travels back in time from the 3rd game into the first 2 games, and that's how you get to play as her. She's traveling back in time to help Crash for whatever reason. But for whatever reason, the way she helps doesn't really change the timeline. I don't quite understand that. It doesn't really make much sense when you think too deep into it, but whatever. It works well enough. The problem though with Cinder is there's not really a good explanation as to how that can work, at least not an easy to explain one. You can't just brush it off like, oh, time machine, it works. Bringing Cinder into it is a lot more complicated, because Cinder originated from the Legend of Spyro series, which is an entirely different universe from the original Spyro universe. So you have the original Spyro universe, you have the non-canon part of the original Spyro universe, which is where Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale are, in my opinion. So I don't consider those part of the same universe. Then you have the Legend of Spyro universe, which is a brand new Spyro, and you have Cinder, you have Ignitus, you have the different style of Sparks, etc. And then you also have the Skylanders universe, and the Skylanders universe actually makes it kind of canon that there's multiple universes, because in the first Spyro game and the second one, you actually see Chaos and the Skylanders. You see them go to Earth, and that's the explanation as to how you have the toys. The toys get put on the portal, and you activate them, you send them back to the Skylanders world, and that's how that works, somehow. So, Skylanders made it canon that there's multiple universes, so I don't think it's a stretch of the imagination to think, oh, the same logic applies here. You have the Skylanders universe, you have the Earth universe, you have the Legend of Spyro universe, and then you have the original one, and then also the non-canon one. And I guess also technically the Crash Bandicoot universe as well, because you have the crossovers. You have the, what is it called? Spyro Orange and Crash Purple, I think. For some reason I thought there was ore here. I don't know why I thought that. But anyway, is there any more ore around? Did I mine everything? I'm not seeing any more ore. But anyway, since there was a crossover, that would imply that, you know, the Crash universe also exists within that multiverse. I think I got everything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could actually mine everything. Unless these are all procedurally generated, in which case when I leave and come back... Nope, there's more. I was gonna say, when you leave and come back, they might procedurally generate and, oh hey, here's new asteroids. Because, you know, they just popped into existence. Anyway. I never thought about this before, but I guess the original Spyro games are probably what gave me my love of collecting things. Because the first 3 Spyro games are a collectathon. You're supposed to go around and collect everything in the levels. All the gems, all the dragons, all the orbs, all the eggs, all the talismans, although there's only 1 per level and whatever. But yeah, I guess that's probably where my love of collecting things came from, because it taught me, hey, collect these things, which transferred into real life, hey, collect things, I guess. Never really thought about that before. Anyway. I might end up doing a video sometime in the near future before Spyro comes out. I'm not 100% certain on this, so don't quote me on it. But I might make a video talking about the things I am looking forward to most, like the top 10 levels I'm looking forward to seeing the most from each game, so 30 levels in total. The things I look forward to seeing changed, or the things I hope they change and don't change. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Wow, I have been talking for 15 minutes straight. That has never happened to me in a video before. Usually I find it hard to keep talking nonstop, because it's like, what am I supposed to talk about? Oh, pirates. enter coordinates into navigation computer. I need to leave, I need to leave. Okay, there, I teleported. Great. I didn't see the flash, but whatever. Really? This is a completely empty sector? How far can I zoom out? Jeez. Well, there's basically nothing here but gas, so that's fun. Okay. Cool. I guess that's going to do it for this video. I kind of just talked about Spyro the entire time, but whatever. Is there anything else I should say before I end this episode? Like I said, I might end up making a video in the near future talking about Spyro and what I'm looking forward to most. I should probably find another sector that actually has things before I end the episode. But yeah, interestingly enough, so Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, is my favorite game of the original trilogy. Oh, I love this color. That is nice. That is nice to look at. I like that. Even though Spyro Year of the Dragon is my favorite game from the original trilogy, for some reason I'm actually looking forward to seeing Spyro 2 remastered even more than I am Spyro 3. I don't know why that is. It's weird. Like, you would think the game I remember the most, and the one I liked playing the most, you'd think that would be the one I'd look forward to replaying the most in remastered. But for some reason it isn't, and I don't know why that is. Okay, so I'm guessing blue means there's nothing here. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go to these shiny ones. But yeah, for some reason Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, is the game I'm looking forward to seeing the most remastered. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because Ripto is my favorite villain from the series? I don't know. And then there's also a level, a very specific level in Spyro 2, or in Spyro 1, Spyro the Dragon. For some reason, there's a level in that one that I'm looking forward to seeing the most, and that's the level I'm looking forward to seeing the most. I'm trying to remember which level it was I was looking forward to seeing. Oh no, it wasn't a level, it was a homeworld specifically. It was, Beastmakers. Yeah, the Beastmaker homeworld. Because, from what I remember, when I played the original games, you know, years ago, because I haven't played them for a long time, Beastmakers doesn't really look all that great in the original game, because there's not a whole lot there. It's supposed to be like a swamp or something, but because of the limitations of the PlayStation 1, there's not really a whole lot there to look at. It's not... It feels really bland to me, the original Beastmakers. But it's being remastered now, so they could actually make it look like a real swamp and make it look really interesting. And so, yeah. Another thing I'm really looking forward to seeing is how they'll, because in Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, they added new content. And I'm not just talking about the DLCs, I'm talking about other new original content. They made it so that you can play as Coco, so that was something you couldn't do before. And if I remember correctly, I think there's other stuff you can do too. What are you? Oh, you're a shipyard. I think there's other stuff they added too, but I'm not remembering what it is right now off the top of my head. So, in Reignited Trilogy, they could add brand new content. And from what I remember reading, Toys for Bob said that they added new orb challenges as well. What that means exactly, I don't know. But it implies that there are more orbs you can collect. Now, what exactly that means, I have no idea. Maybe it's something like in Insane Trilogy where they took something from the other games and added it to the other ones. So they could have just added orbs to Spyro the Dragon, or Spyro Year of the Dragon. I don't think that's the case, and I certainly hope it's not the case, because that would be weird adding that, in my opinion, because you don't really have a reason to be collecting the orbs in the other two games. I don't know, but I've talked about Spyro enough. I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe and become my stalker today if you've not already done so. and mess up the like button. If you want to help support my channel, share this video with your friends to make sure I can grow. This is Skye, signing off until next time. Bye!